LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will get the first swing of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point.
Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Hill. And they swarm him under.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air, it's Lagway. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll move the wide receiver. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns offense will go to work for the first time today. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
It's caught downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Ragin Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run play action. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And the Ragin Cajuns will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. All the way back to his 5-yard line. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown Tiger. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Chappelle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. They are calling their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Hawkins. Nice move there. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. It's Hawkins. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Second down coming up.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. So he coughed it up, he got it back, but he did not get the first down. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Caught over the middle. It's Chappelle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first job. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
The Ragin Cajuns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Ragin Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw. Another incompletion on third down. The Ragin Cajuns decide to punt it away. making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Under fire. He's going to run it. Running through contact. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The short hands, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is a designed run. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down. LSU right back to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit Lowry. So you're like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Berry. At the 35, he's open. Lots of room. Touchdown, LSU. And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Runs for the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain. And it will be third down. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, looking for a man. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that to him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And the Ragin Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Creates a little room. Turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Right down the gut of the field. The they score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. The opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ragin Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play